Hi there, Loy Machedo Sweeney from loymachedo.com and loymachedo.com. Today, the date is March 18th, 2015. It's a Wednesday, and the time right now is 10:31 in the morning. Now, anyway, I was offered suggestions by some people that I need to change my appearance, so that's it. Now I'll try putting on sunglass. So maybe I look a little different. So at least you'll be happy that I look different. And well, let's see. Oh, sorry. Ooh, it's a bit too tight. Okay, so let me put this. So I look a little different, like whoa, like some of the youngsters give. So this will make me look a little different, and I hope that makes you happy. So anyway, I don't like it. I'm getting a headache. I don't like this. I'll just keep the cap. Okay, I'll just keep the cap. Now, the video that I wanted to put up today is the top 5 incidents that took place this week, and I'm not even joking about it. I actually get clients like these. Now, these are the stupid, shocking incidents that happened this week. All right. You need to understand, for those of you who don't know, I'm a personal branding coach, mentor, and trainer. I help people, recreate their business profiles, their resumes, prepare them for interviews, communication skills, and yes, many people come to me for peak performance strategies. Now, I keep meeting a lot of people through social media and through online. Okay, so now these were the 5 incidents that took place. The first one was at number 5, my number 5. Okay, I'll give my top number 5 for this week. At number 5, I got a guy who came online, and he spoke to me over the phone. He spoke to me, wow, you're impressive, you're amazing, I kind of love you, I think you're the best in the world, blah, blah, blah. Whenever people praise me a lot, I listen to it. Okay, fine, thank you very much. So he kept going on, and finally he told me that, listen, my boss wants to meet you, and you're the guy for the job, and we're going to pay you good money. And I was like, okay, fine, thanks, everything. Finally, at the end, I always knew that there was going to be a but, because when people make it sound too good to be true, I know there is something that's going to come up in the end. So in the end, he tells me, listen, everything is great, but the one thing which I want to tell you is, like, please try to understand, my boss is very conservative. He's very religious, a spiritual guy. So please, before you come to the office, you need to wash your face. Remove that color, that paint that you put on your face and on your hands and neck and all that. You need to remove all that. Remove those stickers. So apparently, the guy wants to give me good business. He wants to be my client, but the condition is I need to remove all this. And according to him, he feels this is a sticker. This is a sticker. It's a color. I put pen color. So at number 5, this was the incident number 5, which I call business offer of the year. At number 4, I call $1 million offer by $1 million client. Number 4. Now, what happened is, I happened to meet this potential business client. Is a Pakistani chap with a British passport who stays in downtown Dubai, which is a premier location. Now, I met him, and he went on talking for quite some time as to, how he managed to earn $20 million US through his proposed online website. How he kind of crashed $1 billion industry. I'm serious. I'm not joking. $1 billion industry on his resume. It's what that how he managed to make the whole industry sit up and pay attention to him. And he was even telling me that he wanted to create a next $1 million setup, which is going to be the next big thing. Now, so he was talking everything in millions. So finally, I said, okay, fine. He said he wanted to make a business profile, and that is where he needed my experience in terms of branding and strategy and marketing. So I said, okay, fine, cool, I don't mind. So he asked me how much would it be, just single page kind of business profile, which he can present to people. So I told him it'll be around US dollars, 2,500. So he was like, oh, okay. Like, he was drinking coffee, then he suddenly like coughs. And then he was like, 2,500, isn't that expensive? And I said, yeah, well, if you're talking in millions and you want to present your proposal to people who are earning millions, obviously it should be done well. It's not going to be, I'm not going to type out something and just give it to you. A lot of thought is going to go into it. Now, he asked me if there was something cheaper. So we kept going on cheap, 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 cheap. Finally, he asked me if there was something for $100. I'm not joking. he tells me, do you have something for $100 that you can make $100? So that, and I was just like thinking to myself, goodness me, goodness gracious, this guy is talking about millions. Millions that he is going to make and millions that he has done. $1 billion industry stood up and paid attention, and he wants a profile for $100. Wow. Okay. So that was at number 4, titled $1 million offer by $1 million client. And number 3, my top number 3 is change begins with who. Okay. Now, I got a woman on my cell phone who went on for nearly an hour. Most of these conversations go for long. She went for how she wanted to change, how she wanted a personal mentor and coach who could change her, how she realized her mistake, that she always wanted the world to change, but she realized that she's the person who should change. So everything about change. And then finally she told me that she wanted me to be her client. She wanted to be my client. I said, okay, fine, all right, whatever. But now there's a big but. Most of these women have a big but. Her but was, listen, I would be your client, provided one is you change your schedule. She wanted me to change my schedule. She wanted me to change the venue where I train. She wanted me to change my personality. She even wanted me to introduce, to her family, her husband and her family. So she said, I need to, change my profile picture on Facebook and make it more decent and dress up decent and come. So these were all the changes she wanted in me before I could make changes in her. So at number 3, it was pretty ironic. That is why at number 3 I called changes begin with who. Then at number 2, are you serious? I'm talking, this is an actual incident that happened at number 2. It's are you serious? Long story short, I took a loan of 20,000, not loan actually, I purchased 20,000 US dollars worth of books that I purchased to start up an online store. And I was stupid enough to buy it on a credit card, and I ended up paying a interest of 19,000 US dollars. Well, that for 2 years, which I paid interest. That is the last time that I decided to take a credit card. My interest would keep going on and on and on, but fortunately I shut it down, so I didn't have to pay any more interest. Now, what was so great or serious or crazy about this? Well, the customer service agent, after I pay the money, immediately I put the money in the card and I called up the toll-free number and I spoke to the agent and I said, have you received the amount? Because I wanted to confirm, and the agent said, yes, sir, we have received the amount. And the agent actually congratulated me and said, thank you very much, sir, you have actually cleared the amount. I was like, oh, you're relieved. I'm also relieved. So the agent congratulated me and said, very happy that you cleared, sir. Good. So I was very happy that somebody was, even though working in the bank, was actually looking out for my back and wanted me to clear my amount and not get into debt. So after everything was over, this guy actually tells me, so now that you've cleared your debt of 20,000 US dollars, so would you like to take a special offer of quick cash on the credit card so that you can get the same amount or more as quick cash? Can you believe? I was like, man, are you serious? You are just telling me about, there is no, that I've just cleared my amount. I'm not going to get interest. I'm not going to get all these hidden charges, whatever. And now all of a sudden you want me to again get back into debt. Are you stupid? Are you serious? So at number 2, this is, are you serious? Stuff that I can't believe. Then my number one massive mega incident, which you'd not believe. Seriously, you'd not believe. He's a director. This guy is a director of a $10.421 billion revenue generating company. Okay. It's worth that much. Now, he asked me to meet him at a very posh establishment for dinner. He wanted to meet me to, take my time and speak a lot of things. I said, okay, fine. So after we finish the session, after everything, he gives me the bill and tells me to pay for the bill because apparently he doesn't have cash. And then he tells me, I'll pay you later because I don't have cash now. Can you believe this? A director of a multinational company which is earning $10.421 billion US dollars. So at number 1, big client, big money, think again was my title. So my dear friends, these were the top 5 ridiculous incidents that took place in my life this week. And I'll tell you this, I cannot believe for the life of me, people like this actually exist. Well, I hope you don't get weird people like this, because I definitely get a lot of them. Loy from loymachedo.com and who's loymachedo.com saying thank you very much for watching, and let me know your views and comments. Goodbye for now.